What's up, guys? We're back again with the new best deck in Clash Royale. This has completely taken over the game and come out of nowhere. In the 20-win challenge, it had the most wins out of every deck, and a ton of ladder players in the top 10 in the world are playing this deck. When you look at Giant Skeleton, Fisherman, and Royal Hogs all in the same deck, it just looks stupid. But when you play it, you'll understand the method behind the madness and the secret to success. It adapts to every single situation. No matter what your opponent throws at you, you're going to be able to defend. Zappy stun your opponent's stuff, Fisherman activates King Tower, and stacking up Giant Skeletons, the best card in the game right now, is utterly unfair. If you can parade your Giant Skeleton towards the tower, it's usually game-winning damage. But if you can't, you can bait out your opponent's Fireball, Dark Prince, or Valkyrie with your Zappies or your Mother Witch. And then with your opponent's counters out of hand, you're just going to hand them a gigantic L with a Mirror Royal Hogs. The versatility and level 16 cards that Mirror provides makes this deck completely unfair. So let's go jump straight to some games and assert dominance with the new best deck in Clash Royale that all the pros are playing. A huge thanks to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to support the channel. Jumping into the action, let's see what's up. You guys already know the deal. We want to adapt to our surroundings like a chameleon. Whenever our opponent does something, we adapt to the situation with our mirror and just our crazy amount of defensive sequences, and then provide counter push and get value. So let's say they go in for a hog rider. We activate King Tower with the Fisherman. If he goes in for a big beatdown push like an Electric Giant, we Giant Skeleton on the same side. Drop something in the back like a Valkyrie. We're just going to go in for Royal Hogs on the other side and do a ton of damage. So in either situation, it would always be good. I'm going to Royal Hogs at the start and play a little bit more risky. If he's got Mega Knight, I'll feel sad, but because I've got Giant Skeleton and I've also got Fisherman, I feel like I could defend a Mega Knight pretty easily as well. I'm going to go for a Fisherman here just because it's going to be the safest play to stop the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Both towers are going to be able to target that thing down and make him pretty sad about that. Okay, do we want to go for Giant Skeleton in front? Probably not, right? Our Fisherman's on his last leg. He's not staying alive much longer, so if I spent more elixir on him, it would be a bit of a waste. So Baby Dragon and also going to be Mini P.E.K.K.A. So I'm thinking that it might be a Golem deck, if I had to guess. Royal Giant with Baby Dragon? Oh, wow. I haven't seen a Royal Giant deck with Mini P.E.K.K.A. and Baby Dragon in a long time. So this guy is running some off-meta shenanigans. I made a play guessing what my opponent's deck was, and I guessed wrong. So I'm going to go for Royal Hogs on the right-hand side since we're supported by the Royal Ghost. We got that Royal Tag team out here. I think we can get a lot of damage because it looks like the tower is targeting the wrong Piggy. If the tower targets the Piggy at lower HP, then obviously the Mini P.E.K.K.A. is able to one-tap each Piggy, but obviously, since that didn't happen, the Mini P.E.K.K.A. had to two-tap each one, and it took a lot more time for our opponent to finish it off. Also, if he Royal Giants in the back, we can go for Royal Hogs. Remember, he's got Baby Dragon cycle, so he's got a lot of splash damage, but maybe he cycles something in the back at the exact same time. He doesn't have Valkyrie in cycle, so I think the Royal Hogs are our best time to drop them. If he's got Valkyrie and Baby Dragon in cycle, you guys already know the splash damage is going to just make me a sad sir, so I'm not going to waste my elixir or go in at the wrong point. Alright, so Fisherman here is a good decision if he doesn't... Okay, yeah, he body blocked it with a Valkyrie. Really good decision on our opponent's end. Credit where credit is due. The other tower is able to make mincemeat of the Valkyrie, and then we're going to go and yoink a Mini P.E.K.K.A. Okay, the yoinking a Mini P.E.K.K.A. is not optimal. Definitely not optimal. I have to go for Zappies here, so then we don't get the Mini P.E.K.K.A. to lock onto our tower. But what I can do is I can go for dual lane aggression. So I can go for Royal Hogs here, and he knows that we want to take the tower on the right-hand side, but he has to defend both towers. He's going to go in for the Barbarian Barrel there. I was hoping to drop more elixir. He can take out the right-hand side. There's no way you're defending those piggies. There's literally no chance. Let's go. Wait, he has to lightning the right-hand lane. I don't think he can afford to. If we can go in for, like, Mirror Royal Hogs again with the Valkyrie out of cycle, he needs to lightning this. He 100% has to lightning this, and we can Giant Skeleton in the middle while he lightnings, and then the Giant Skeleton's going to get too close to the tower because he has no elixir. He needs to do the lightning. Can he afford it with a couple seconds left? Barely in time. We can go in for arrows here with the Giant Skeleton Bomb. That's going to be able to kill the Mini P.E.K.K.A. And that is full free reign on the tower, baby. Let's go. So with Royal Giant, he can drop it in the middle at any point. So that's going to be pretty scary for me. I want to go for Zappies and just drop them in the back because if he goes in for a Royal Giant, we're able to stop it pretty decisively.
The prophecy is true.
And he's expecting me to go for a Fisherman and pull it to the other side, but I'm not that stupid, right? I can just kill your Royal Giant with Zappies, get amazing counter pressure, and have a Zappy army just barreling through towards your tower because you don't have Fireball. How are you supposed to stop this? Oh my gosh, the Mini P.E.K.K.A. can't even attack. The Valkyrie can't even attack. Those cards are doing no damage at all. Let's go. I feel like I'm cheating the system. I feel like my entire life has been a lie, and every opponent we're playing is going to cry. All right, we're going to go in for Mother Witch here. The Royal Ghost should finish the tower, and we walk with a win. GG, well played and peace out, because he only ended up having Mini P.E.K.K.A. and also Royal Giant in his hand. He just wasn't able to stop that in time. That Royal Ghost finishing off the tower underneath the nose of the baby dragon was a super sneaky Sir. After that nice win, now we're 2,600 in the world. All right, we got a game against DJ Panic. Hopefully we can make him panic at the disco out here. Go in for like zappies in a really uncomfortable position when he decides to bridge spam me. Oh, he's not doing that, dude. He's not going to go and drop his giant at the river. He's not going to go and spam me like a sadistic Sir. He's going to go and play pretty patiently and cycle Mighty Miner in the back instead. So I think we're probably playing against Logbait, and in this type of matchup, it's really, really important that we don't get overzealous, because Logbait is very annoying to play into if they can rocket on top of too much stuff stacked up together. So make sure that I have the right opportunity when I go in. I'm going to arrows here, clean up all the goblins, take no damage, and meanwhile, the Sappies! Who would have thought? An actual win condition. Oh my goodness. Giant Skeleton is able to one-tap all of the goblins. That's pretty cool. Not too bad for me here. If the Giant Skeleton provides counter push and he goes in for a Mighty Miner, we can go and yoink it with our Fisherman. Alternatively, we can go for Royal Hog so then the Giant Skeleton doesn't die. And if the Giant Skeleton reaches the tower, we can just win the game. No! Okay. Giant Skeleton, are you going to kill the Mighty Miner? Is he going to go kaboom? Is he going to go switch it up and swerve us on the other side? Dude, that thing doesn't even die. That's brutal. I feel like Mighty Miner's health points are that of a giant. You guys have to let me know down below in the comment section if you feel similarly or if you guys think I'm crazy. Oh, that's so much damage. Zappies, stun me so that I don't have to feel the pain. Bruh, that hurt on a different level. All right, whatever. It is how it is. Sometimes Clash Royale be that way. If I Giant Skeleton in the back on the right-hand side, could be a good strategy because he probably doesn't have Rocket in this deck. Maybe he will, and maybe he's going to make me very disappointed with myself. But we'll have to wait and see. Dark Goblin's going to hit my tower. That's going to do 700 damage if I don't go for a Royal Ghost, so I need to stop the bleeding out here. And then I don't think this is trash for me because I probably need to go in for Zappies anyway to stop the next succession of Goblin Barrel. He doesn't go Goblin Barrel and he rockets me. I'm sad. Gonna log? Okay, mirror log. Okay, that's fine. Even if you mirror log and you kill that, I can Zappies here and I'm fine. Even if you go opposite side, we're able to pull that with the Zappies in the middle, so that's great. I'm able to go in for Royal Hogs on the left-hand side and then arrow on the Dark Goblin and the cannon probably. Nice. I'm glad that I made that play. I'm glad that I knew his card cycle too. Here's the thing. The Royal Hogs aren't going to do enough damage for us to win the game. And with 30 seconds remaining, I have to play way more aggressive if I want to win. He could go and click the ability and screw me over, so I'm hoping that's not what happens here. He doesn't click the ability. Good. We can go Zappies. Giant Skeleton might be able to make its magic work. If the Giant Skeleton can lock onto the tower, please, Giant Skeleton, be my savior. We're in Royal Hogs with you now, too. That isn't enough damage yet. That still isn't enough damage. I need arrows. He's going to probably log me. Oh my gosh. It's still not enough. I need a little bit more love. That's not enough, right? I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue. Yes, it did enough. Okay. You have to hold down the card to find out how much mirrored arrows actually does. But I didn't have enough time. I had to just throw it at the tower and pray. Well, I guess DJ Panic's name was extremely fitting in this situation. GG and well played. Let's bounce on to the next one. The versatility that you have with Mirror is absolutely unreal. There's no chance I would have won that game without Mirror. After that incredibly clutch win against Logbait, we are 2,200 in the world. All right, we're jumping into the game. Let's get it. So if I go for Royal Hogs at the start, it's a pretty risky play. You don't really want to go into a Mega Knight, but I do like just doing that because I hate waiting around. It's the lesser of two evils. Wait until double elixir or potentially lose the game because your opponent has Mega Knight. I'm going to go for Royal Ghost instead, and if you don't do anything with your Royal Ghost, a lot of times they'll activate King Tower, so you want to make sure that you drop Royal Hogs in front of your Royal Ghost if you cycle your Royal Ghost in the back and they don't respond with any units. Because you drop Dark Prince, I'm not going to go for Royal Hogs there. Like into the Royal Hogs. Dark Prince push, that would be pretty bad. So this is double Prince. Really good matchup for us since we've got Fisherman, Zappies, Giant Skeleton. I mean, this is one of the best matchups I could ever ask for. Why is the Zappy leaving me right now, bruh? You weren't allowed to leave. You're supposed to support me, bro. Okay, so he's got Dark Prince and Cycle, so I'm going to split up my Royal Hogs. It's really tough for him to defend both sides right now. He's going to have to like Mega Minion and go in for Dark Prince, and then he's going to take a bajillion damage to the right-hand side. So we'll see what he decides to do. Oh my gosh. The Dark Prince is distracted by the piggies, but he can't distract himself from the fact that he took a tragic amount of damage from the Zappies. That's hilarious. So he's going to go in for a Miner. That's not that big of a deal. I can go for a Fisherman here. And because you're dropping Mega Minion, you can't Giant and go and make sure that my Fisherman pulls the Giant directly to the tower. I would be a little bit scared of dropping the Fisherman there if he hadn't dropped the Mega Minion. Alright, so we're not going to talk about it, the fact that I thought my Fisherman was going to survive. That was an aggressive Giant Skeleton as a declaration of dominance, guys. I truly thought that my Giant Skeleton was going to reach the tower. There's nothing else about it. That Giant Skeleton, he's doing God's work right now. He's able to finish off the rest of our opponent's Giant, and I think this worked out. That's dumb. There's no way that I deserve to get a good elixir trade there with the Giant Skeleton counter pushing. This is ridiculous, guys. I can go for Royal Hogs and split him up. With the Giant Skeleton coming at our opponent, he has to go Dark Prince. And then because he doesn't have Dark Prince in cycle, he's going to take a lot of damage on the other side. I should have made a prediction there with the Fisherman. It's all good. It doesn't matter that much, right? He's still going to take a ton of damage. We can go in for Zappies and split him up. And if he goes in for a Giant, we're able to stop it with a Giant Skeleton again. Wow, this deck is toxic. And I love every second of playing this because I can Fisherman as well and then go and pull the Giant. So if you kill my Zappies and you kill my Fisherman, guess what? We got another one, brother. He tried to do the interesting interaction that I had in my top 7 pro tips video, where if you go in for a Zap at the right moment, you can mess up the Fisherman and then have the Giant still lock onto my tower. But he didn't have enough good reflexes. And at the same time, you have to have enough elixir immediately to do that. And I don't think he had either. So we're going to walk away with a very easy win. As you can see, if you guys are playing against Giant Double Prince with Fireball and Electro Wizard, it's still going to be no match for the Mirror Mother Witch with Piggies. All right, we got a game against Mr. War Machine. All right, dude. So I'm just going to go cycle my Zappies in the back. I don't care what you got, as long as the Zappies give us a positive elixir trade. It's great to use Zappies and only split one of them on the right-hand side, because it's like, you don't want to Fireball that, but it will really shut down. Oh, you do want to Fireball that. I was going to say, it was just going to completely shut down the balloon if you don't, so. Oh, this is painful. My man's got Valkyrie Fireball, and he all-ins at the start. That wasn't how Clash Royale was supposed to go for me. Well, I guess that's sometimes how the game works. Nice! Unique strategy. He's got Mirror Valkyrie Fireball. I was going to say, we could get a lot of damage to the right-hand side, kind of even up our situation, maybe get into a groove. Man's like, nah, I'm going to give you the worst possible hard counter on this planet. Right when you think that you can come back. Sometimes Clash Royale does do that to you. But it's all good. We'll try our hardest. We'll see if we can come back here. My Giant Skeleton on the left-hand side. Maybe he goes in for a very aggressive balloon that he's not supposed to. Ooh, I do like this. I do like this a lot. You're going to drop something on that, and you're going to be able to stop the Piggies. But as long as we're able to kill the Tombstone, maybe the Giant Skeleton can find its way through. So kind of what we're vibing with right now. I'm going to arrows here because all the Skeletons should die here. And let's go. Giant Skeleton find his way through. Okay, maybe there's nothing you can do. You weren't expecting that, and it pulled everything back. Oh, you're going to Fireball me. Yeah, I'm screwed, guys. Have you ever seen a Lava Hound Balloon deck with this type of card order and this type of deck construction? I certainly have not. I don't think I ever want to see something like this again. So, if he didn't have Lava Hound there, I would be able to stop the balloon because I could just mirror up my Zappies and I would have been fine. But because the Lava Hound was tanking for the balloon, obviously the balloon was able to get closer to my tower and get way more damage. I don't think I could have played any differently there. This game, I think I played about as well as I possibly could have. I split up my Zappies. I baited him. I'm like, hey, go Fireball me. Watch, you're going to get wrecked by my Mirror Royal Hogs. And he's like, yo, I got Mirror Valkyrie. So not much you can do in these type of matches. We'll bounce on the next one. So after taking that gigantic L against Mirror Valkyrie Fireball, we are bound to bounce back. Hopefully. So I'm going to go in for Zappies on top of the Miner, and we'll see what this guy's got in store for us. If the Miner gets shut down and we get some pretty nice counter push here with the Zappies, maybe I can go for Royal Hogs in front. Ooh, let's go. Bats are going to get completely pulverized, and he goes in for a Mortar. So Mortar is one of those cards that can be scary. Sometimes they're just going to have arrows, or maybe they're going to end up having poison, and then you laugh at them. But if they've got Fireball, and then they've got Valkyrie, that's where things get spicy. And because the dude has Archer Queen, we can almost guarantee he's going to have Valkyrie with this version. Or he could have Giant Skeleton as well. I love that it's targeting my Giant Skeleton instead of the Fisherman. Wow, you're protecting the Fisher Boy. You're his guardian angel. That's beautiful. Okay, so yeah, he's got the Giant Skeleton version. Makes sense. I think that one's also equally as strong as the Valkyrie. But it's way worse against Royal Hogs. So this is what we want to see, you know? After taking an L, we have to bounce back. I'm going to go in for a Royal Ghost here because I didn't know if my Giant Skeleton was going to go back towards the Miner or if it was going to go towards the Giant Skeleton. I did not want to mess around with a Giant Skeleton bomb bombarding my tower and getting on top of it. Okay, so this is great. I don't think he has an answer to Mother Witch. I think he probably has to go in for a lot of Elixir. Ooh, this Giant Skeleton going to get closer to the tower. Oh, let's freaking go. Level 16 cards are unfair. They're just straight up breaking the game. There is no reason for a 1 HP Giant Skeleton right here in the middle of the map to be able to get to the tower. It was just, should have been back in the graveyard. It should have been recycled, you know? Clash Royale should have pulled out a Mr. Beast video and been like, cleaning up the ocean, cleaning up the Clash Royale sphere is the next Mr. Beast video, and just recycling it back into the planet. But they don't want to be a part of the graveyard. Giant Skeleton wants to stay king out here. Okay, so I'm going to go in for a Giant Skeleton again, and then maybe cycle a second one because it seems like it's a great strategy to do. If it works out once, why not just do it bigger and better than before? Okay, that's going to explode and kill your Archer Queen. It's going to damage down your mortar and also hit your Giant Skeleton. So this is great for us because I can arrows here and finish that all off. Not have to worry about it. All right, you're going to make a prediction with a fireball or something, or what are you doing? What? Okay, you have to fireball that. Yeah, that's what I expected. So we're in a Royal Hogs and we're in a Royal Ghost because now you have to go for a mortar in the left-hand side, and then you can't use it on offense. If you Giant Skeleton, ooh, he's Giant Skeleton in the right-hand side. Okay, Jigsaw, you're kind of piecing together your puzzle on defense. You're figuring out what you need to do. If I Giant Skeleton again, I think it's going to give us great counter push, so why not? And then I can Mother Witch. He's going to Fireball on this. Do I have enough Elixir? Ooh, he's Minering the other side for damage. He's going to Fireball on the healthier tower, so this is really good for us. He doesn't have much. He doesn't have much anymore. He has to defend Royal Hogs on the left and on the right, and I don't think he's going to have a tower in sight, my dudes. We're splitting him in two, and that is way too much for him to do. GG, well played, and peace out. I love this deck, and bouncing back was eminent just like his clan. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an amazing rest of your day.